I'm a little bit mad. Richard Branson sold another 300 million in Virgin Galactic holdings. I think at this point, I really believe the stock is way undervalued. If they continue the exact execution, I don't believe that this company cannot be a $50 billion company. Welcome to another Virgin Galactic Fridays, and today again from Phuket, here from my hotel room. And there's crazy topics that I want to discuss with you. But before that, make sure to like and smash that subscribe button if you want to follow the biggest space influencer out there. So those are the topics. I'm actually a little bit mad on Richard Branson that he actually sold a third of his position, right? Then we will talk about the space performance over the last 7 days. And finally, we will conclude with the stock chart and maybe in the end also a little of an outlook what comes after that. So make sure to stay till the end and comment where you're actually watching from, and let's dive in. So this looks already like a therapeutic sofa here. So let me first show you what happened, okay? Richard Branson sold another 300 million in Virgin Galactic holdings, stock tapping his biggest listed asset again to prop up business empire that have been suffered during the health crisis, okay? According to a SPCE filing, he sold 15.6 million shares, about 6% of space, and leaving him with about 12% still stake. So guys, even after the offloading, he still owns 12% with the Virgin Investment Group, which is basically, you know, his company himself. So they got also a statement. So apparently, you know, the statement goes that they want to first help those businesses in the travel and other industries that were impacted, but secondly also to fund new ventures, okay? And he basically sold 1/3 of his holdings, right? And if you're thinking about that, you know, he had almost $1 billion stake into the business. Now he has like a $600 million stake. First of all, I'm a little bit mad, okay? Because I feel that, yes, I understand it from an investment point of view, but it's always not looking that great for investors when the founder is, let's say, selling, right? It always seems like, okay, he doesn't want to own the business anymore. The second point is like they got already a lot of money. All right, he sold already a lot of shares. So how long this is going to go forward, right? I mean, I know there's like Virgin Voyages or whatever this business is called with the cruise liners by him. But how many more shares need to be sold to rescue those businesses, right? And at some point you should have thinking like, is it really the businesses then you want to be there for? Or it's better maybe to sell part of this, let's say, business that is currently down and finance the next set of evolution with that. However, let's go to the positive points. He still have a huge stake, 12% in the company, guys, okay? So it's not like he's like just going away, right? There's still a lot of things to see for him in this business. And secondly, guys, he's since the beginning there, and I read the book and he's very passionate about this company. You have seen what he have said and how passionately he's saying things about Virgin Galactic when he was up there, right? And I just feel that some is over dramatically there, and I feel that it is never like Peter Lynch always is saying, there's 1,000 reasons for people to sell stock, but there's only one to buy, right? I mean, he seems to have other ventures also, speaking about the investments, where he seems to think they will grow faster than Virgin Galactic stock. Yeah, if you think about it, okay, you know, there's two ways. One, he really thinks he gets a better ROI of return of investment for his, you know, 300 million than in Virgin Galactic, or B, he thinks like, oh, you know, I would love to be also into, I don't know, let's say the car business, right? Or the flying taxi business. So where to get the money from? Okay, let's sell a little bit of shares everywhere, right? So you never can, you know, judge, and it's always a debate what really happens behind the curtains. But, you know, if you wouldn't believe in the company, then you would sell everything, right? I mean, why holding something in such a big amount of 600 million? You know, I feel like this is all what you need to know. And yeah, I'm not so surprised. The stock was so lala. It's not like a big crash that happened afterwards. Just continues the, you know, the bad news cycle for space. And let's talk about a little bit about the performance of space in the last week. So as you can see, the stock was pretty much flat. The only news that really broke space, you know, on Tuesday was that the selling of Richard Branson, where we hit about, you know, 18, and then, you know, we dived even up to below 18, and we will talk about in the stock chart analysis what this means for the stock. But in general, you know, we are still having a market cap of, you know, a little bit more than $4.5 billion, and I think at this point I really believe the stock is way undervalued. And you will watch this video hopefully maybe sometime in the future, and you will say, wow, this guy, you know, he was so on it, he had such a big conviction, and he was absolutely right. You know, this day might come next year, might come maybe beginning of next year after. Okay, so I don't believe that if they continues the exact execution, that this company cannot be a $50 billion company, which would be more than a 10x. So think about that, and let's dive into the stock chart and a small outlook on the next couple of weeks. Here we are again, as usual, at a small look into the chart. Okay, so we actually didn't make it and bounced off this small trend, as you can see here, which is kind of bearish. However, the stock didn't lose too much, right? We are now somewhere at the 17, 18 levels. The RSI levels are at some point soon oversold, right? And you can see here at about 17.27 we have quite a good support level. Okay, so I guess if you are fishing out there for Virgin Galactic stock, this is now a great moment, and I think another great moment would be at 14 if it really goes that low. But then, guys, I'm throwing an absolute kitchen thing on this stock, guys. If this really happens, okay, I will really, you know, sell everything and just put it all into space. I mean, you know, those levels, or even lower. I mean, imagine we go back to spec price. How crazy and great would that be, right? But unfortunately, you know, so this never works out. I remember when I was purchasing the first time space, and I said to myself, I want to buy the stock at $16, and it never went to $16. So I had to fight my ego, and I purchased it, like, I think the first stocks at like, was it 14? I think I wanted to buy at 14, and it didn't went to 14, it went to 16, and I said, like, you know, let's do it anyway. So here you can see that the trend line since, you know, the 1st of July is definitely down. However, now could be a turning point. Again, you know, very, very news related stock, guys. Good news, the stock can go nuts. Bad news, and the stock can go further down. So nothing that you can, you know, foresee here at any point of time. So I think that this is something that you should definitely consider. I think in the next couple of weeks we definitely will be very, very attached to the overall stock market, to some news about the space industry, right, and this sort of things. And yeah, I mean, it's a great business to be in. Just always think about, if you are not feeling smart, I sometimes feel also don't smart, if the most best investors and innovators in the whole world, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, both invest into the space industry, then this is the place you want to be.